All right, so the next thing I want to do is place my highlighter on this grid here. So I need to be able to place it so that I can see which one I actually would be selecting. So I'm going to add a new kind for that. I could call it player, but we'll just call it highlight equals sprite kind dot create. Why not, for a little bit more accuracy. And in this case, I do need to track a couple things. I need to track the X and the Y position. So I'm actually going to create a new type for this. So I'm going to say type highlighter equals, and it's going to have X, which is a number, and Y, which is a number, or actually row, column row, because I don't want, when you use X and Y kind of interchangeably with column row, it can get confusing. X and Y will stick to being pixels, and then column row will stick to being grid coordinates. So I have my highlighter type here, so now I can use this to build my highlighter. So I'm going to have my highlighter. Should I have it? I'm trying to think if I can attach a sprite to it here as well. No, it's okay. I'll think about it, but I don't really think I need to. So what I'm going to have is my highlighter here. So I'm going to say let highlighter equal, and then we put our column, which is going to be 0, and our row, which is going to be 0. So by default, this is going to be 0, 0, because that's going to place it right here. And now we need another function similar to place grid, but it's going to be for function place highlighter. And this one is going to also need a destroy, because when we move the highlighter, we need to destroy the previous one. Do we? I'm trying to think here. We could just change the XY position of it. Huh. The one thing I do know is I need to actually extract this out into its own thing. So, strangely enough, I'm going to build another type for X offset and Y offset. It's going to be called offsets. And it's going to have X offset, which is going to be a number, and Y offset, which is going to be a number. And then I'm going to have another function called get offsets, which is going to do all of this calculating here, like this, and it's going to return X offset, Y offset, Y offset. I probably don't need a type for this. We could declare an explicit return type up here. I think it's like this. Like that? No. I can't remember how to do this with TypeScript, but it's okay. I don't think I have it on anything. Anyway, it's okay. We're returning our X offset, Y offset. So what we'll do here is we'll say offsets. Here, let's try this. Let offsets equal get offsets, like that. Cannot find name get. There it goes. Okay. And then here, all I have to do is offsets dot X offset, and then offsets dot Y offset. So now I can get my offsets in different places, because I'm going to be using it for my highlighter as well. So for my highlighter's position, well, let's see. Let's just go for it. Let's just place it how we're going to place it. I think we'll just do it this way. Yeah, we're just going to do it this way. Instead of changing the position, we're just going to redraw it each time. So we'll say sprites dot destroy all sprites of kind, sprite kind dot highlight. And then we don't need for loops because we're only doing one. But we still need to get our X and Y, so we'll say let X equal, and we also need to get our offset. So let's do this. Let's just kind of copy some things. We can copy most of this, actually. And instead of J, what we want to use for X is going to be Is it row or column? Columns are our vertical thing. Rows are our horizontal thing. So it's column. So it's going to be this thing we created here, a highlighter. So it's going to be highlighter dot column times size. And then this is going to be highlighter dot row size. And then we're going to place, we're going to create our sprite. So we'll say let highlighter sprite equal sprites.create. And then it's going to be, image is going to be assets.image highlight. That's what it's called. Yeah, highlight. And sprite kind is going to be .highlight. Okay, so we're creating our highlight sprite, and then we're going to set the position, highlighter sprite dot set position, and it's going to be X and Y. And so now if I call place highlighter here, look at that, our highlighter is in the right position there. And if I were to change this column by 1, when I create it, it should go over to the next one. Yes, okay, good, I love when that happens. If I change the row to 2, it should go right to here. Yeah, let's go, okay. Perfect, I am getting so lucky right now. A lot of the reason why there's not as many errors is because TypeScript is so cool. TypeScript helps me so much with preventing errors before the program runs because it tells me the stuff that everything's expecting. So that's why I really like working with TypeScript. It just makes coding so much easier. Anyway, the next thing we're going to do in the next video is actually move our highlighter around with the controller.